Hey guys, I'll be running probably one of the hardest shrine maps I could run. Two unique bosses, minus max resist, and physical reflect. This is just to show the true extent of this build, I guess. I should note these sort of affixes I would never actually run because there's no point. This is actually a really bad map to run, as you can see. I mean, except for the rare monsters affix, uh, it's just not worth running because for a 77 map, they're pretty expensive, and you don't want to run them with bad affixes like that. I'm really just doing it to show you guys what kind of affixes you can run if you try. Or if you just want to prove some people wrong, I guess. Physical reflect is making my energy shield fluctuate. That happens because ball packed and everything. It's fine though. I do end up being full energy shield by the end of it all. I'm gonna try to rush to Piety and kill her before I finish the rest of this map because I think that will save me some time and effort, hopefully. You know, worst case scenario I die, but I don't think I will. Like I said, this is the hardest shrine map you could run unless you also managed to put additional projectiles on this or something like that. But to be honest, the only part of Shrine Piety that actually scares me is her initial lightning form, mainly because that's not physical and I can't block that going on spell block. But if I can dodge stuff and just hit her from a nice distance, because there aren't additional projectiles, I should be fine. At least for the second form's easy. I've never had a problem against Piety's second form, ever. It's always just been a problem with her her lightning form, really. If she goes into ice form, then I'm happy because at that point I don't really care much, and I can I can pretty much face tank Piety's ice form, just not lightning because I don't have spell block. And to anybody who thinks that I should be getting spell block, I don't think they truly understand how this works. I mean, yes, I could wear an amulet of Lazar, and you know, some might argue that I should, but I don't think it's necessary unless I'm against, well, maybe in this sort of map it would be. I actually don't own it, so couldn't switch to that. I think I'll be fine though. I'm not actually worried. Spell block wouldn't help me as much as just having more lifesteal it does. Ooh, trying to find the path to her real quick, so I don't have to bore you guys with owning all the mobs in this area. Honestly, with this build, except for a couple of bosses on a couple of affixes, you're not ever gonna die outside of the boss fights. And if you do die in a boss fight, generally the only times I've died is when I've been utterly careless. Like I actually just, you know, think, oh yeah, Dominus is about to do his lightning, let's see if we can just completely face tank, and then I'll get shock stacked sometimes, and you know, just by being cocky you can die. And I don't think there's a build where, you know, it doesn't matter if you're cocky or not, you're just not gonna die ever. Against certain mobs, even maximum spell block builds can't handle the DPS that comes from Dominus's lightning. Like their Aegis doesn't heal them fast enough for them to mitigate all of the damage. Whereas without minus maximum resist, if they're running, you know, generally they'll have 77% resist and not my, not the same as my currently 75% resist. So there's a difference there too, but you know, we'll see how stuff goes. Alright, we're almost here. Hopefully it doesn't lag. I am running fraps and I have a pretty decent computer, but you know, this is gonna be like one of the hardest fights I've ever done, so let's see how this goes. Because I've never done Piety on minus maximum resist with double Piety before, and that's just That's a little scary, you know. I think it would be no matter who you, like, no matter what build you are.
Enough of this! Enough of this!
Alright, so that form is done. Whew. You know what? I am gonna put a portal there because I don't want to die. You know, just in case.
I have nothing more to give.
So one Piety dead. Second Piety also dead.
Far too much
Done.
baggage.
And I got a shipyard map, so it was worth it.